leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Who's chasing the beer? The trick of the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Gentlemen, welcome to Laughter Saves Lives. Hit it, Rich.
We are here.
Live. No, it's live.
Oh, live. Right.
Yeah, one more time. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives.
Live.
Oh, man, that is great. I can't wait to be back in the studio sitting next to you saying that. I feel like I've been away for a month.
Yeah, it's been like forever.
It's been since last Sunday when I dropped my daughter off to college. And I've been bopping around here in now I'm back in Boston, Everett. You ever hear of Everett?
Me?
Everett, Rich? Yeah.
No, I never heard of Everett.
Well, who else am I talking to?
Where is that by?
Right next to Boston. Right next, touching Boston.
Wow.
Touching Boston.
Now, did you visit the Boston area while you were there?
Did I visit the Boston area?
That's what I asked.
No. You know why? Because they put me up in this Wynn Casino Hotel, which is beautiful, Rich.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Is
I'm not a gambler.
Is that is an Indian casino or no? It's Wynn.
Wynn.
Yeah.
Is he Indian? Is Wynn an Indian?
No.
So it's not then. It's the Wynn Indian Casino Hotel. But you know what it's like just to get your car in a place like this? It's a huge building. If I want to go out for dinner, and Butch gets all upset at me because I don't go out to restaurants. Are you a restaurant guy? Are you big? Like,
I am a big-time restaurant guy. I never eat at home, even when the wife makes dinner for me.
No.
Yeah, I go out.
No, you don't. Really?
I love restaurants. I love eating out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Rich, I don't like spending all the money.
Is that what it is? But you spend just as much money to eat home. You ever go?
No, I don't.
You go to a supermarket, and after you buy all the groceries, it's $300.
A box of pasta is $1.
Oh, well, you can't live on pasta though. You live on.
I know. Let me tell you some of the things, but I'm very proud of myself because in the Boston area, I have gone out to the finest because I wanted to taste the local. What do they call it? Cuisine.
Yes, local cuisine.
Am I saying that right? Cuisine?
Yes, cuisine.
That sounds like a tush. That sounds like a tush, you know?
Right.
Cuisine. All right.
Look at the cute little cuisine.
Can I tell you what I ate tonight in Boston?
What did you?
If you go to Boston or Everett, here's what I had tonight. Because I'm a connoisseur of the local cuisine. Does that make sense?
Yes. What did you have?
Stop and Shop I had tonight.
Wow, you went all out. And what did you get at Stop and Shop? That's frozen in the microwave.
I got the little Japanese rolls, the little the ones, the sushi rolls.
Sushi.
Yeah, at Stop and Shop.
Right.
That's what I had and a peach from Stop and Shop.
Does Stop and Shop have a sushi chef standing there making it fresh, or that's all prepackaged?
It's prepackaged from Walmart.
Right.
Delicious dinner.
Really?
But I didn't stop there, Rich.
No. Where'd you go?
Can I tell you the local? If you go to Boston, you should try this.
Where was the dessert?
If you go to Boston,
yeah,
you should try. I went to Boston Market.
It's better there than anywhere else, right?
Well, it started here, just like Buffalo Wild Wings in Buffalo.
Yeah.
You had to go to a Boston Market. Did I lose you already? What
it's
are you
like going to Philadelphia. You have to get a cheesesteak, right?
No.
Boston Market is based out of, isn't it based out of Oakland, California?
I think it's Germany.
Germany.
Isn't it? Germany. Now,
Boston Rocket.
I didn't stop. Somebody was saying to me this morning, I said, I need new, magic markers, right?
Yeah.
And he said, and then about 4 hours later, I forgot the discussion.
Yeah.
And he came back from the store and he says, I got you Macca's. And I said,
what?
What? Because I have the accent here, right? I have the accent. You know, let's
Where's
let me
Butch?
tell you. Butch recommended a place,
And what was it?
Subway. I went to Subway in Boston.
I would never suggest Subway.
They don't call it
Boston
Subway
has
here.
Some
They
of the
don't call it
best
Subway.
restaurants
Tasty
in the
Burger
country, I
Boston
heard.
is the one.
What?
I hear
Tasty-
Boston has some of the best restaurants in the country.
Yeah, of course they
Well,
do.
Well, I didn't go to Subway. I went to the T-Way. They call it the T down here, the Subway.
Yeah.
The T.
That's what my son rides on every single day to go to school.
Well, good. And so do a lot of other people because the T is the way to get around.
Do you know why I'm on, John? Why am I on?
Why?
Because
I
we're
don't
6
know.
minutes in.
Yeah.
Come on,
Why
can
don't
do
you
it.
say it? Why don't you say it?
We would like to thank our title sponsors, Barish and McGarry, law firm for the 9/11 community. We love Barish and McGarry.
Thank you, Butch.
Me too.
Rich, you were going to tell us a little bit about your side gig. Can we talk?
What I'm doing now this season?
I love it. I love this.
Listen, we make our money anywhere we have to, but I work at the Gateway Haunted Playhouse. My son is inside. He's a ghoul, a zombie. And but I work outside in the I'm in the line queue this year, and it's a skeleton in a booth, and he makes fun of everybody as they walk by. Like a kid will walk by, and you make fun. Hey, I like this kid's hair. What did you stick a paper clip in an outlet? Things like that, and they get all angry. What?
They get angry. They get angry.
Yeah, especially the younger, the more angry they get. They're clenching their fists. They want to fight the puppet. They actually, one kid accused the puppet. He, in front of everybody, goes, "Look, it's fake hair," and he was right. He was right. This sharp kid was a sharp.
Didn't you in previous years actually get punched in the face, or was that Peter?
Peter Bales was in the booth at that time. And the kid clocked the puppet and knocked its head off. And they had to stop the whole thing. And they had to reaffix the head.
That's hysterical.
What it is it's a skeleton.
Right.
And behind him, we're controlling it with like a gun.
Oh, okay.
That makes the mouth move. And we can move him around. So he'll sit there and he'll go like this. It looks kind of real. And they think it's real. I had a couple walk up. And she is really angry looking, and the guy is just standing like this. And I go, "What's going on with you two?" And now the voice is synthesized, John. It's like, "What is going on with you two?" And she goes, "I broke up with him 3 months ago, and today he showed up on my doorstep." I'm like, "So you're trying to patch things up?" He moved to Florida, the guy. I go, "It's kind of a long-distance romance, isn't it?" She goes, "Yeah, tell him." Like he doesn't get paid. So the puppet becomes a therapist, believe it or not.
Right.
But so much, but I love messing with little kids. I had a little kid come up, and I go to a little girl. I go, "What's your name?" And she goes, "Riley." And the puppet goes, "Really?" She goes, "Riley." I go, "Really? Riley? Really? Riley!" It's a lot of fun. It's just messing around with everybody. And then they move on into the haunted house.
Hopefully.
Last weekend I'm there, though. So.
All right. I'd like to stop by if I could.
Yeah.
I'd like to stop by. Maybe bring my grandson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, they do. How old's your grandson?
5.
They have the not so scary during the day with all the lights on and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be better for me.
Yeah.
Because I'll be embarrassed if I get scared.
Well, you don't want to be more afraid than your grandson.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Let me ask you this.
Bringing that up. Yes.
Let me ask you this. By the way, I couldn't resist because I feel trapped in this place. $9 for the M&Ms. I took it out of the bar over here. You take it off the shelf. I told you this the last time. If it's off the shelf for 15 seconds, you get charged.
Oh, really?
Yep. I took these and I took something else. Oh, the biscuit. The biscuit. I don't know if you can see it up there.
Now, did you bill it to the fire
department? Can you see it up there?
I see it.
15 seconds. That's it. And you get charged.
Really?
So I play a game. I take them off a little like that.
Do you ever try to refill it? You take it out and then refill it?
You can't. You know what? You know what they charge me for? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, I'll tell you off camera. I can't tell you off camera.
Extra pillows.
What do you call the maid these days? Is it like the flight attendant? You used to call the flight attendant the stewardess.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. So if you could see, the bed is behind me. See that beautiful big bed?
I see it.
And you see, there is the door going out, right?
Right.
So I'm looking over the computer at this huge window out to the city of Everett, which is on the other side of Boston. I'm on the wrong side. I would see Boston. I'm laying there last night. What's that?
Boston's behind you.
Boston, I can't see Boston. It's on the other side of the hotel.
Right.
All right. I got a nice view of the McDonald's, the Target, and a lot of houses.
Right.
So I'm laying in bed last night, and in the reflection in the mirror, I see that my door has just opened in my room.
Wow, it's weird.
And somebody is walking into my room. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is how it's going to end in a beautiful hotel room. I'm going to die, right?
Yeah.
So I go, hello. It was like a Rich Walker voice. Give me the voice. Do it.
Hello?
That was it. Hello? So she says, I go, what? She says, do you want me to turn your bed down? Turn my bed down?
Wow.
Why?
I
said, no, she
your
wants
wife
to chalk.
would do for you.
Huh?
Sounds like something your wife would do for you. Turn the bed down.
No, that's not going to happen. That's
never going to happen.
But what is the thing behind turning a bed down? Where did that start?
Who needs assistance for that?
That's what I'm saying.
Did they put Andy's mints on the pillow?
She left me chocolate.
Yeah.
And a bottle of water. She goes, do you want the chocolate? I said, yes. Now, please leave my room. Leave my room.
You ever hear the old joke?
I was in my underwear.
They don't care, the house cleaners.
No.
John, do you remember the old joke? There's knocking at my door in the hotel. It's housekeeping. I said, yes.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I'm listening.
She goes, housekeeping. I want to come in and clean up. So I let her in. She took a shower. It's an old joke.
I never heard that joke before.
Oh. Well, now for the next show.
I was actually startled. I was very startled. Right. This is the section of the show where we complain about things at times. Yeah. The way I explained it to people today is we go through the top 10 things in the world, 12 things in the world that we really should complain about, and we skip those.
Right.
And we go right to number 13 to 15. So I'm going to give you one, and then maybe you can give me one.
Something to complain about?
Here's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I've been getting McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast every day.
Yeah.
It's convenient. I don't eat all the bread, try to reduce the carbs. So I said to myself, I'm going to find a place to get an omelet. I stopped at a place. They only spoke Spanish. I didn't know that. I came across what kind of omelet I wanted. I get the omelet. I go back, and I wanted a turkey in my omelet.
Right.
Shouldn't the turkey be cut up in pieces?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
spread evenly throughout the omelet? What do you think?
Absolutely. But I have a question for you regarding that. Do you like on your omelets and sandwiches cold cut turkey or like real turkey from like Thanksgiving turkey?
It depends on the time of the year. I don't want the Thanksgiving turkey if it's March.
I don't like Thanksgiving turkey in my eggs. I don't like it anything. I don't even like it in a wrap. Yeah, I will take the chicken in the but I want turkey breast.
Yes, I agree.
Cold cut
I agree.
Breast.
So here's what happened.
Don't get that.
Yeah, here's what happened.
Yeah.
And first of all, she said to me, I said turkey, and she said solamente. And I very quickly, being the multilingual Johnny Larocchia, said to her,
what?
Sure. Thinking that she only meant only turkey.
Right.
Was my thought. Solamente only, no?
Wow.
Isn't that what it means?
I never heard the salamente is turkey, right?
No. I said, can I have turkey? And she said, salamente.
Yeah. You're going to make
I
me
ended up
Google
getting
this?
an omelet with a salmon in it, like a big salmon.
Ooh.
Salamente. No, I did not.
That would
It meant only.
Big
So I cut the omelet, and the turkey was in one piece in the middle of the omelet, like taking up only a third of the omelet instead of being spread throughout.
Yeah, no good.
I ate it. It was delicious.
That's like when you get a burrito at like one of those Moe's places or whatever.
There you go.
And they take the sour cream, they go like right in the middle of it. Like, is that going to be evenly distributed when they roll it up?
Rich, they don't care. They don't care. They have to take a little more, pride in making the omelet or the burrito.
You know what it's like, John? You ever go to like Miller's? You ever get nachos?
I don't go out to dinner.
Only the top layer has cheese.
Right.
And everybody's going for those tortillas with the cheese. And then there's nothing left at the bottom except maybe a few olives that fell.
But isn't that how you make nachos? You just throw it on top? Wouldn't it be nice if
they should layer it?
There you go. Throw it through nachos. A little stuff.
This is caring, right?
Deal it out. I agree. He never mentioned Barish and McGarry. Let's go to. Did you type that?
Yeah.
How did you type that? I didn't even see you type it.
Did
you type? You typed a message to me?
Not me.
Oh, all right. Let's go to commercial. That was you?
No, that wasn't me.
Let's hear it from. We'll be right back after these messages.
And we'll hear from Barish and McGarry.
We'll be right back after these messages to talk about omelet. 25 minutes.
"9/11 didn't end on 9/11. 500,000 people were exposed to the World Trade Center toxins and are still at risk today. 68 cancers have been linked, including skin cancers, prostate cancer, breast cancer, blood cancers, and many respiratory illnesses. Fortunately, all victims qualify for free health care, and more than $10 billion is available from the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund.
I was a paralegal just 2 blocks from Ground Zero. I had skin cancer and lymphoma.
I worked at Goldman Sachs. I had kidney cancer and respiratory illnesses.
I was a downtown teacher. I had breast cancer. I qualify.
I qualify.
I qualify.
If you were downtown anytime on or after 9/11, call Barish and McGarry, the lawyers for the 9/11 community. Call today. No law firm has recovered more money with over $2 billion awarded to 9/11 victims. If you worked, lived, or went to school in the exposure zone on or after 9/11, call Barish and McGarry today.
My father worked downtown. He died of bladder cancer.
I ran from Gateway Plaza in a cloud of smoke as the towers fell.
My mother and I qualify.
I qualify.
Barish and McGarry's advocacy for 9/11 victims isn't just professional, it's personal. With offices just steps from Ground Zero, they witnessed the pain of the 9/11 attacks and lobbied Congress to pass and permanently extend the Victim Compensation Fund.
I was a downtown court officer. I had prostate cancer in 2007. I qualify.
We all qualify.
And we're back. I'm thinking these were $9 for the M&Ms.
Right.
$9. I'm thinking of hitting the cookies and the nuts. That'll be $18. I could eat them on the air. By the time we're done, I could spend at least another $45 on this.
Now, you bill them to the organization?
As soon as you take them off, you get billed.
That's crazy. I resist all that.
I got to pay for that. Let's bring on our first guest for the night.
Yes.
world-renowned chef. He's been on Gordon Ramsay's kitchen.
Oh.
And he's with us tonight on Laughter Saves Lives Live. How lucky are we? Gordon Ramsay. Look at this.
That's Chef Clemenza.
I mean, what did I say? He's been on Gordon Ramsay. Chef Clemenza. Let's do it again. No. Hello. Where are you?
I wish I was
Looks like he's in a tunnel.
Listen, I'm actually pulled over in New Jersey on the side of the road. I had to do a little event out here, and I just got done. But I wish I was Gordon Ramsay. If I was Gordon Ramsay, really, I probably wouldn't be on the show with you.
Listen, Chef Clemenza, I apologize. I'm reading my notes.
No worries, man.
And I screwed up.
A lot of worse things, believe me. Gordon Ramsay's a compliment. But
Chef, turn off the radio.
Right off the bat, I love the fact that you guys are talking about the distribution of turkey in an omelet and the amount of cheese on nachos. Because it's so true. You can't go anywhere. There's no level of common sense. I got the best thing ever is I ordered an appetizer for 2 in this place, and it had 5 shrimp and 3 of something else. I'm like, doesn't the light go off? There's 2 people, 5 and 3. Like, why?
Doesn't make sense, right?
I don't get it. No, nothing makes sense. At some point, when you, as a chef, if I'm designing a menu, it's just appetizer for 2. Why would I put 5 shrimp? Like, you got to be a special breed of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, idiot. I don't know.
Chef, let me ask you a question.
I don't know.
When the waiter goes over to the table, if they see 3 people, give 6 chicken wings, right?
Correct.
Why would it be an odd number? Like, gotta charge them the extra 50 cents for the wing.
We actually asked that in a restaurant, saying, you know, there's the appetizer come, we want to order a bunch of these, but it comes in, we'll pay for the extra 1.
Right.
And they look at you with this dumbfounded look, and they're like, no. I'm like, you haven't sold 12 of these all night. We're going to buy 5 orders of these right now, but can you give us that? We'll pay for it. Just, you know, make it eat. They don't want to be bothered.
You know what they should have on the menu? Odd or even.
You That's not a bad idea, actually.
Or even.
Not a bad idea.
Right?
Well, because here's the thing. Nobody really cares anymore. It's a shame, and I can get into this forever. Like, I went in a place, I swear to God, the other day, the girl told the guy comes in, he asked, she's talking about a potato croquette. What is that behind the counter? She goes, oh, that's our potato croquettes. He swear to God. Well, how are they? Her response is, oh, I hate potatoes. I would never eat those things. So she goes, let me ask a delivery driver. Hand to God. She goes, Mikey, whatever his name was, Charlie, Mikey, Vinny, did you ever eat these things? Oh, yeah, I was in here drunk the other night with my friends. They were spectacular. And I'm like, is this really happening? So now they hand me a slice of pizza and my bottle of soda, which I never really drink soda, but you're going to get pizza or a hot dog, I always feel you have a soda. And nowadays, because I lost a lot of weight, I'll take a couple sips and I throw it away.
Me
but
too.
I took 1 bite of the pizza. It was terrible. The soda was pitch warm. I throw it away in front of them. And they say, okay, thank you. If I just took a bite of your food and threw it in the garbage, wouldn't you say, hey, buddy, what's wrong? What's the matter?
Right. Yeah. What can I do?
It's gone. You got to stop thinking. Guys, we got to be sucking. You got to stop thinking in common sense no more. It baffles me.
Chef, when I go locally, there's, you can get in your car and drive 10 minutes and hit 8 pizzerias, right? So
Correct.
What I always get amazed by is I go in a pizzeria and I'm buying a slice of pizza. They don't know if I got a party planned for 50 in 3 months, right? I go in and get a slice of pizza. There's no thank you. There's no have a nice day.
Nothing.
You know, I don't get it.
When I was a kid, we went to stores. They gave you to try one of these. Hey, let's see. I went to store for a loaf of bread. I walked out $300 later and happy. Okay? Look, I'll give you the best one yet. Look, I live in Staten Island now. You want to talk about common sense? We have a plastic bag ban law. I don't know if it's good, it's bad. I don't want to get into that whole thing. But if I go to the dollar store, and I love going to the dollar store because I'll buy 300 things in there just for the heck of it and give them away and play with them and make fun of them and do videos with this stuff. If I got 300 items, are you going to really turn around to me and say, sir, do you need a bag? No, I said. I swear to God. It was $147 hand to God. So I start picking up all the items and putting them in my pockets and trying to carry them. I'm like, of course I need a bag. And here's where it gets even interesting. This is why I swear to God that you can't make this stuff up. Well, we only have 1 more bag left. You have to buy the other bags. Okay, I'm assuming they're $1. No, we were only able to get the bigger bags. They're $1.99.
That's hysterical.
I got 300 items. It cost me $8 for bags in a dollar store. I just got shook down by the dollar store.
They got you, Chef.
Okay.
I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. I have some.
Look, our generation is different, man. We common sense is gone. It's gone. Forget about it. It ain't happening no more.
I have some cooking questions. I watched your video on your beautiful meatballs, and I can tell you, I'm a meatball guy. If I know there's meatballs in the refrigerator, I can't sleep. I get up like 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about those meatballs. I got a problem.
My drink out of my mouth.
I got a problem, right? So I was watching your video, and the first thing I wanted to ask you is, my dad has been talking about this for years. He wanted to make a meatball cannon. He wanted to open up a shop and have like an Italian bread cut at the end, all gutted, where he could shove meatballs and cheese in there like a cannon. What do you think of that idea?
A phenomenal idea.
You like it?
And I've done it. I just never called it a meatball cannon. Look, I'm a fat guy. I stuff anything into Italian bread. But the idea to call it a cannon, because you're right, it does look like that. I think it's genius.
I'm going to 100%. I'm going to tell him. He's going to love you for that.
He's going to love you for that. It's genius. You should market the hell out of that and sell it.
Richie knows my dad. He's going to love that.
So if I can just break in for a sec,
I think you just
because Chef doesn't know this. Chef, I was just talking to John off air before the show. He wants to come on Sunday dinner with Chef Clemenza and cook with you. John used to cook at the firehouse.
I would love to come on. You can taste my balls.
All right, well, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. I would love to come on and have some fun with you, some laughs, and
look,
and
we
make
can
an
do
Italian
the
meal.
whole meatball thing. We can cook. We can eat. Look, the whole premise of the show is, and this is right, kind of goes along what we were just talking about, is the way things are today. Families don't get together. Everybody's on their iPads, their phones, doing this at dinner. Who doesn't show up? And I get that. It's a different world. People are busy. People have jobs, have lives, have families. But you got one family. Yeah. Put down your cell phone. Put down your tablets. Not allowed in my house. My mother's 76 years old. Realistically, it's the last chapter of life. How many more Christmases and Thanksgiving and holidays are we blessed with to have our family together?
Right.
So put down your tablets. Stop playing the bubble pop and the tiddlywinks with your girl and all the other stuff. Respect your grandmother. And they hated at first. But a couple of seconds into the meal, and we're all eating good food and laughing together and talking about memories. It all just clicks back into what this whole world has lost. And that's the problem. Everybody's too busy to do things and sit down.
That's right.
You know, put down the phone. Put down it. Stop. Take time with your friends. And that's why it's this show. I mean, I'll tell you something that I haven't told many people. I mean, I was 480 pounds. I'm 270 pounds. I just came out of a 2-hour workout at the gym today at that too.
Good for you.
I had lymphoma. I had lymphedema. I was on my deathbed. I was an addict. I'm a triple threat. I beat everything, and I'm still standing here. Good. And you don't get many chances in life.
No.
And you know what? I appreciate everything that I had, and the fact that I'm still standing here and beat cancer and all this other crazy stuff. Spend the time with your family and your friends.
Yep.
Do it because you never know. After what happened at 9/11, it's cold. Let me tell you something. During COVID and 9/11, I've been supposed to about 15 people. But just at COVID, my aunt, my uncle, my brother, and one of my dear friends in 8 months.
Wow.
8 months. These are healthy people that I would talk to on the phone every day. My brother was leaving the Marco Island to have a drink. Boom, brain an aneurysm supposedly caused by blood clots from COVID. And my uncle was healthy and then COVID. And so you know what?
Yep.
While you got it, and these kids, I try to tell them there's no respect. Just put down the phone and tablet for a minute. Hang out with your little brother, your little sister, your friend, your family. Even if it's 5-10 minutes a day, just say hello sometimes. Something, anything.
You know, people ask me, Chef, if I'm gonna, move from Long Island. I retired from the fire department. I do some teaching. My son lives right up the block with my grandson. Why would I move? Because it's cheaper somewhere else. That's what it's all about.
Exactly right.
Exactly
right. What part of Long Island are you in?
I'm in Belmore.
Okay, I was right there. I used to live in Merrick for a while. I worked in Garden City for years for a large pasta company that I'd rather not promote them, but for a very large pasta company. I loved that out there. Loved it.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, we go to the beach a few times a week on the boardwalk.
I lived back home with my mother for the past couple of years. People say, Clem, why don't you move out? Why? Because my mother's blind in one eye. She has meniscus on both knees. She's getting older. She needs help. I mean, I come and go as I please. I got other places I can stay and things like that. But like, why am I always there? Because you know what? When I was a kid, she did this for me.
That's right.
And
That's right.
you only got one family, man. You know, I like I said,
Right.
I do whatever I want. I go away weeks at a time, whatever. But
Chef,
you know, I look at some of these other people and they don't want to help.
No.
Go ahead, Rich.
Because people are too busy. So it's Sunday dinner and wisdom, right, with Chef Clemenza.
Yes.
That's great.
You know, we try to instill. I want to bring back that family value that we lost in today's society. Now everything's about instant gratification and hitting a button. Go spend time with your family.
I
agree.
Question.
What? Yeah, you have a question. I want to go.
Go ahead.
Oh, my uncle passed away in Florida last year, and we only had the funeral, you know, with COVID and everything, a few weeks ago. We had it in Long Island. It was my mother's sister's husband. My Uncle Patty was a cop, New York City. He was the mayor's bodyguard for Lindsay Wagner and Bean. Very interesting gentleman. Beautiful ceremony. He was a military guy. Went to Calverton Cemetery. Beautiful ceremony there. So my cousin booked a restaurant, family style, to eat. And now my cousins are up from Florida. Their kids. We had such a nice day sitting around, but they were bringing the food out like every half hour. And at one point, I looked at my cousin and I go, "We've been eating for 4 hours." 4 hours. And
That's the old school way to do it.
Yeah, we weren't full. We were laughing. We were getting up. We're telling stories. It was really a beautiful day. Just like my uncle would have wanted it.
And God rest your uncle's soul. I'm so sorry, but me and you have that same thing in common. My uncle died of COVID last year in Florida. Okay, and you know, him and I had such a high level of standard of food, and we were such foodies, and we would talk on the phone for hours. And I worked with him in his restaurants. And when you go out to eat like that, and you have an experience like that, or you're home and you have that kind of food and that kind of fun, it's hard to compare. Nothing else compares that. You go to other places, other restaurants, and expect that same thing, and you just don't get it anymore.
No.
It's always a letdown.
Stop and Shop in the sushi aisle.
Stop and Shop,
I like
the best sushi around. You know what, Chef? I always say this to my family or whatever, and my dad has a saying. You know, sometimes you get food, it's not what you want, or you'll make something at home, and my dad always says, "It's not what's on the table, it's what's around the table." Right?
That's right.
I agree.
As we're saying here, I have a specific question for you now.
Go ahead.
About pasta.
Can I just say something real quick before you ask me that question? Yes. But as a fat guy, it is what's about that. And I get around the table, but as a fat guy and a foodie and a hungry guy, and as a chef and a cook and people who know food, when you see something come out, like one of you said before, that it's not up to the potential or the standard. Nobody's putting in that passion and that heart.
Right.
That's the annoying part of it that I can't get past.
I got you.
I would love to have your food one day. I
would love to come cook for you guys anytime.
Sauce. But John, we have to thank him for being on because we have other guests. And
You know who the next guest is? My daughter.
Oh,
my daughter.
But
one quick question, Chef. Answer this quick for me if you can.
Go ahead.
I like a large pasta noodle because it holds more sauce. I like a saucy pasta. Do you have an opinion on that? Little pasta versus big pasta?
Yes and no. Yes. Well, here's the thing. In Italy, it's more about the pasta than it is about the sauce. That's first of all. But I like a lot of sauce on my pasta. And as a bigger guy and a guy who enjoys pasta, yes, I like something that catches the sauce and is Barilla. Yeah. Well, whatever. There's a company that makes a pasta. It's like it's so many different shapes now. It's almost like a twisted shell, but it catches the sauce in between those grooves and it's slightly larger and it is unbelievable. I hate dry pasta. But anyway, you guys have to check out my show, man.
We will. When is it on? 7 p.m.
Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Yep. And we're also on YouTube, and you can find me on Facebook at Chef Clemenza, on Instagram at Chef Clem70 and all that good stuff. I would love to come cook for you guys one day, man.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get together. Chef Clemenza, thank you so
much. My
much.
food and my meatball, you're never gonna have anything better. I guarantee you.
I
that.
can't
Thank
wait.
you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Be well. Drive safe. Drive safe. Let's go to commercial. We'll be back with Olivia Larocchia.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Rossi.
And I'm Arthur Lee, the creator of Lifevac.
We're here today to announce that to date, Lifevac has saved hundreds of lives of people who almost died due to choking.
People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those lives is a child. That's why I created Lifevac.
And as a new mom, and from housewife to housewife, I felt compelled to share with you the discovery of this life-saving device.
Lifevac is a simple-to-use airway clearance device. Just place, push, and pull to save a life.
And it costs less than it would take to fill up your car with a tank of gas. Imagine being able to save a life for less than $70.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
That's LIFEVAC.net.
Please don't allow one of your loved ones to become the victim of a choking accident.
I just ate the gummy bears. I'm up to $45. Let's bring on Olivia Larocchia.
There she is. I have Olivia since she was there, right there, like that.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
That's my baby. She's up at Binghamton University, and I didn't talk to her for a few days, so I figured this is the way I could get her.
Yeah, he got me.
And she's thrilled, Rich.
What's your
I'm
major?
here. I'm doing it. I'm
And
an environmental science major.
For the record, I got yelled at by her mother, and Butch is going to get scolded. She is not an environmental activist. My wife said she doesn't throw paint on people with furs, and she's not out there doing that. So,
well, that's not what it
is an environmentalist.
Yeah, I'm a student of environmental science. How about that?
Yes.
I study
Yes.
environmental science. Yeah.
So, number one, do you need any money?
Always.
Always. Did you
It's a
eat
loaded
today?
question.
Did you eat?
Well-
I don't get to talk to her. She doesn't answer the phone when I call Rich. You know, they see it's dad. They're like, ugh.
They're actually told not to. Am I right, Olivia? They tell you if the parents keep texting you or calling, don't answer.
Wait, it's worse, Rich.
Yeah, you know, especially when it's this guy, because you never know what's coming. So.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell Rich this. What dad on the whole Binghamton campus has been on your campus more than me this year?
No one. There's no possibility.
What dad is actually on the college campus driven their daughter to class more than me?
Wow, John.
He has driven me to and from class. It's very convenient.
And Binghamton's what, a 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive?
Well, I didn't just go, but I worry about her on Mondays because she has to go into the city, Rich.
Oh, well, my daughter's in New Paltz, and that's only 2.5 hours, and I don't want to drive that far. I'm like, and I've already been up there 10 times. The room was moldy. She forgot stuff. They had to move the room. It doesn't end.
Okay. So Olivia is studying the environment,
Yes.
which is important. We need more people to get involved with the environment.
Agreed.
Always.
And I'm not, you know, she's a student. She's going for her master's there next year with environment.
Well, this year too.
You started this year, right?
I'm doing a combo program, so I'm
Right, because you're very smart like your dad.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
And she's a wonderful cook. She's always sending us pictures of the meals she's cooking.
Wow.
So what is the big deal right now with the environment? What is the hot button that we need to take care of? Number one.
I'd say the most widespread issue that people know about is climate change. Climate change is the big one.
Not the straws?
It's a pen, but close enough. Yeah. Straws
That's
too.
what
I mean, all of it. You know, less waste. We don't want to waste.
All right. Do you waste?
Olivia.
Rich, do you waste?
I want to ask Olivia a question.
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
paper straws on the water and plastic inland. Like if I'm eating in the middle of Long Island, I'm not throwing it into the water, the plastic straw, right?
Right.
I hate paper straws. It's like after 2 seconds, you're sucking through a wet tissue.
Yeah, that is kind of what happens. That's why I bring my own reusable straw places.
Oh.
That's me, though.
Metal or plastic?
Metal. I have the one that goes on a keychain, but I do have plastic ones that I keep in my backpack too.
What is it? Telescopic, like on a keychain? What is it? How do
Yeah, it's exactly like that. It extends. Yeah.
I have another straw question, John.
Question number 2.
Last
Straws.
question. It has nothing to do, but if you're going to sell the tall bottles of iced tea or whatever, you have to have the matching straw with it. You ever go in a deli, the straws are this big and the bottle is this big, and you got to finger around inside it to get the straw out. I don't get it. Why are they allowed legally to sell those bottles?
I think
shouldn't be allowed.
I don't think we're getting it.
Not her field.
So what is the part of the environment that you want to focus on?
Yeah.
Like
Olivia,
which part of
that's
the
for
do you
you
know
now.
yet? Is it
No, I
water?
don't know. I mean, it's all interconnected. The environment, everything is connected. So,
all right, listen.
I mean, you
Listen.
can, you could choose a specific, place to study. Like I could study the ocean or something like that. But I don't know. I don't have a particular section of the environment. Right.
Well, we took some loans, but we did spend a lot of money so far in college. Don't you think you should have decided already what you're going?
I'm going
Rich,
for my master's.
it's senior year.
And my master's.
All right.
Dawn, she's going to go into comedy.
No, that's the other. That's the middle one. If anybody goes into comedy, it's Christina Marie, who will be
Olivia.
the dirtiest comic in Long Island very quickly.
Environmental. Are you more interested in prevention, environmental, or environmental of one particular, the ocean, like the forest? Is there different fields in environmental?
Straws.
Absolutely. There's
straws,
entire fields.
Yes. 4 years of straw study.
Yep, straw study. That's my major.
But
here's
an activist. Butch is a comedy activist.
I am an activist. Hi, Liv.
Hi, Butch.
Just so you know, we are not breaking after Liv and going right into our comic Joe Fernandez, and we of course would love Liv to hang out and listen with everybody else.
Liv, Butch, she's studying a lot of stuff, as you heard. She has studying to do about straws.
She's got 13 minutes.
All the straws I gotta study.
All right, Livy, you gotta hang out and listen to the comic if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's great.
And just listen and whatever. So, all right. So she's an environmentalist. We're very proud of her. She's gonna help save this planet. We need more people like that. Give us one more pointer, Liv. Give us another pointer on what we can do on a daily basis.
Yes, good question.
Okay. We've all heard of reduce, reuse, recycle. That's something you can just keep in mind.
Right.
Try to use less single. We have a lot of things that we use one time and throw away.
Right.
And that's definitely not sustainable. So we want to try to be reusing as much as we can.
Yes.
That's
reusable water bottles, reusable straws.
And John, for you, that means flush once. No double flushing.
I don't know. Maybe he can.
Take it easy. I just ate the gummy bears. I'm up to $53.
Good.
Oh boy.
All right, Liv, hang out. I know you were nervous about coming on, but I think you did a great job. You gave us one really good thought. Reuse.
Thanks.
Reuse.
Yes.
That's a good thought. Reuse.
And reduce.
And reduce.
Got it.
Well, don't give me two. Reuse.
All right. Reuse.
John.
All right.
You know what was wonderful about what we just learned? That information cost you $165,000.
Reduce
$53 for the gummy bears.
Reduce, reuse, tuition. All right. Let's go to commercial and we'll bring Joe Fernandez on.
What did I just say to you?
No commercial.
What did I just say?
Excuse me. I didn't say commercial.
No.
I didn't say let's go to commercial.
Rich, did I say we are not going to break here?
Going right in.
No, I agree with you. I didn't say let's go to commercial. I said these things are very commercial that she's speaking about.
Oh, yes.
Let's go to Joe Fernandez.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, John? How come they can't reuse college tuitions like from your other kids to recycle?
Libby's, you know what, Rich? She got a full scholarship.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Which is great for the tuition. So, what?
Can we bring Joe in, please?
Yeah,
I told you bring him in.
Now.
I told you to bring him in. Bring Joe in. There he is. Give Joe the whole friggin' screen with us little on the side, please.
Why?
Because Joe is last and he's the headliner.
Oh no, I'm just joining the party. I'm a headliner.
Well,
you gave a lot of pressure to your daughter, John. You're like, Olivia, come in, tell us how to save the planet. No pressure.
Right?
Yeah.
And she gave a laundry list of things she learned, and then Rich goes, but why are my straws small in my Snapple bottle?
Richie always brings up
that. Like,
thank you, Joe.
This girl's at her master's level, and you're asking her about straws.
Rich trying to bring the point home.
Yeah.
You have any kids, Joe?
Stepkids.
Stepkids. Okay.
Yeah.
Any? I don't want to embarrass you, but how can I ask? Are they old enough for high school, college? Where are they?
College. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't look that old that you would have stepkids in college. I guess that's a silly question.
Yeah, I use face cream.
I get nervous with her, Joe, being away up there.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I show up once a week.
Once a week? A little overkill, John.
I know, Joe.
You'll be okay.
You know what? She's a good girl. She's a good girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what she tells you when you visit. I'm
So,
being a good girl.
Now, Joe.
She got a secret stash of straws in her closet. I'm a bad girl.
She's crazy. She's crazy that way. I go, what is that, alcohol? Yeah, it's alcohol. Where are the straws, though? That's funny. So she's up at Bing. I went to Queens College.
Okay.
In Queens.
What'd you major in?
Accounting, Joe.
Accounting. Is that why you don't like to go out to dinner and spend money? Is that what?
You know what it is? I'm glad you brought that up, Joe.
Yes.
If I was with Joe,
You're the guy that's doing the math at the table, aren't you? You're the guy that's figuring out why you deserve a bowl of soup instead of a cup of soup with this half a sandwich, right?
I guess. Let me tell you. I don't like staying in a casino. There's a valet out there, right? I've been here 4 days. It's already cost me $4 in valet tips. You know what I'm saying? It
$4.
Every time I'm throwing him another buck.
This does not make you sound good, John. You're not.
No, I'm cheap.
Really?
But I'm not comfortable. You ever stay in a casino hotel?
Yeah.
You're a big time comic. You probably did.
Oh, very small time, but I've done casinos.
Do you like casinos?
Yeah. I mean, I've done the Hard Rock in AC, which was weird because it was like a Wednesday night. It's like a 1,500 seat theater. They put 300 people in, so that could be kind of daunting.
And they spread them out. And they spread them out.
Sometimes they see them good, but it's a casino.
Do they sprinkle them through the audience? Like there's one here, there's one.
Well, it's Atlantic City, so you have the wide gamut from crackhead to family.
Is it a weird crowd in casinos? Is it a different audience feeling?
Yeah, it definitely is. I was at Atlantic City and I'm walking through and a guy goes, this is a true story. He goes, you want to buy a gun? I go, what? He goes, do you have a cigarette? I'm like, I don't smoke. I'm like, what? Like, whoa, like, bro, I'm like, you're the worst at reading people. First, I look like someone that wants to buy guns in a casino. And I look like the guy was wrong on every front, but I was like, this is Atlantic City. Guns and then bumming smokes. You got to be the worst gun dealer if you can't even afford a pack of cigarettes. That's all I'm thinking.
I never. Did you ever shoot a gun? You ever shoot a gun?
Oh yeah, I grew up hunting with my dad. I shot a lot of guns.
Wow. See, I do it. I do that new bit that I do about shooting a gun. We went to Ohio, and I never shot a gun, and everybody else did. I was with Tom DiDario, right?
Yeah.
He shot a machine gun. It was 100 bullets, I think, for $50. He spent them in 3 seconds. It was a machine gun. And
I can't see you spending that kind of money there,
No,
John.
I had a pistol.
John wouldn't spend the money to shoot the star out at the carnival. Are you kidding?
I had the littlest gun. The guy gave me, he said to me, I said, give me a little gun. He said, I'll give you a 22. I said, give me an 11. So he gave me the 11, and it was 100 bullets. It was so small for $1.99. That's how small my bullets were.
There you
Well, there you have it.
That's how small the bullets were. I don't like to shoot the guns.
Joe, what did you want to tell us today?
He's telling us.
What? I didn't want to tell you anything. Butch invited me on.
Honestly, he thought he was going to be on another show.
No, actually, no. I do have a question about earlier show. You said your
Yes.
dad wanted to invent something called the meatball cannon, like shoving meatballs in. What's the difference between that and a meatball sub, like a meatball parm? Is it just the hole on the top?
Yes, it's a big difference.
And you suck the meatballs out?
No, then you could bite it. Then Joe, you could bite the bread at that point.
Okay.
But when you load it, you shove the meatballs in with your fist. You shove them all the way in with little mozzarella. You shove a meatball, little mozzarella. You shove it, and then it's very appetizing, Joe.
I was hoping it was gonna be some sort of thing because it's like a cannon to like throw the meatball at or something to make it like fire.
Well, they're going to use them at the ballparks now instead of T-shirts. Wouldn't that be better?
And that would fit the Staten Island Yankees, right? Are they even there anymore? I don't even know.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not there anymore.
Oh well.
So Joe, what's the biggest room you've played as a comic?
I played this like really big state theater out in it's like this city right outside of Pittsburgh. I did like this. It was I forget how many
State
seats.
College?
It was no, it was it's like a podunk town, but they have this really beautiful theater, and it was like a big fundraiser, and it was just the biggest theater I've ever seen, but it was amazing. It was quite intimidating.
What would it take to get you to do a Laughter Saves Lives show?
Ask.
Besides money, because we did mention John's cheap.
No, listen, Rich.
I need a pack of your M&Ms from your hotel at least.
Yeah.
They're like $9.
I need $9 M&Ms. I need that case of M&Ms. I'm not having
Joe,
regular M&Ms.
Those behind me, if I just touch them for 15 seconds, you get charged. It's
I
ridiculous.
so wish I was able to just knock them all off the table.
I know. That's quite right.
And watch you count to 15 while you're stacking them up.
Watch, I'm panicked. I'm panicked. But
He's gonna be. You're accounting while you're doing it. You're like, oh my god, it's costing me $8.16.
Joe, we did that with my kids years ago, where my son ate everything, and we didn't realize because we'd never been in a hotel like that. Mm-hmm. They would eat stuff out of the refrigerator, and I went to the local Stop and Shop and tried to replace the stuff that we took out of the refrigerator. But you can't do that anymore because you just got to touch it.
Yeah. Olivia, is this all true?
She was too little. I don't think
I wasn't around.
She didn't go on those fancy vacations.
We didn't do vacations for me, so no.
Nah.
By the time I came around.
Hey, I took you to San Diego. We went to San Diego.
And they drove.
That was a vacation.
He's like, I got your lobby waffle in San Diego hotel. I don't tell you, I took you on vacation.
Joe, you know how good she is? You know what? When I take it to Hampton Inn, she loves those potatoes from the Hampton Inn.
They do.
You ever eat the Hampton Inn? They got the breakfast. Morning. They got maybe some eggy thing. And
yeah, it's good, but you got you have to try and not pay attention to who's bringing that food out.
You're exactly right.
You really have to. You have to get your potatoes and go face the other way. Because the moment you see that, it's over.
Sometimes
where it came from.
Potatoes. Here's your potatoes.
Yeah.
Joe, tell us where you're going to be. Joe, tell us where you're going to be.
I will be in Hanover, Pennsylvania, November 5th and 6th, headlining at the Church of Satire Comedy Club. That's
Nice.
New Year's Eve. I have a big show New Year's Eve. If you live, it's at the Newtown Theater in Newtown, PA. It's going to be me, Mark Riccadonna, and my buddy Joe Conti. We're doing a 3 headliner show at this beautiful theater. So all my dates will be up at joefernandez.net. So
very nice. joefernandez.net. I love Mark. He's been on our show also. Rich, you going to be anywhere? I'm going to be at Old Timers Night at the Firehouse out east. Hearing aids are the raffles.
On New Year's Eve?
No, coming up November 5th. I'm going to be at an Old Timers Night out east. That's
nice.
Not the big theater that Joe's in. I'm going to be with a bunch of old firefighters who can't hear.
That was one time big theater. This next club's a 50-seater. I'm back down to earth.
Theater.
Rich, you going to be anywhere? You got to go.
See them at the Riverhead Theater, but November 5th, I'm doing a senior thing with you.
Very nice.
I was open, so I threw myself on the show.
Libby, thank you. I'm going to be up at Binghamton on Monday.
Oh,
Joe,
boy.
thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you, my brother.
Pleasure to meet you guys too. Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you, Joe.
All right, we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody. Laughter Saves Lives live. See you next.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Who's chasing the beer that circle the lips? Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball, play